What the heck is this? Hi friends, today we're going to be looking at yet another head strap from BOBOVR, and as you know, this extremely comfortable, arguably the most comfortable head strap from BOBOVR M1 PRO came out recently. This is a halo type strap and a lot of Quest 2 users really enjoyed, including me. I think that this is definitely the most comfortable head strap, but BOBOVR has recently come out with a new model that's called M1 Pro. This one is made to be more of a traditional head strap design. There are two, so to say, camps of Quest 2 users. Those that prefer halo type straps and those who would rather have a more traditional elite type of a strap for their Quest 2. I want to emphasize that because it's a traditional strap and this is a halo strap, it doesn't really make sense to compare them to each other because they have a totally different construction, and the way that the halo strap sits on your head and the elite strap are so different that it doesn't really make sense to make this direct comparison. It just makes more sense to say that they have two big models of their head straps, which is halo type and the elite type. Both of them are battery straps that use the same type of a magnetic battery that can double your playtime. They both attach in the back of the head strap and are super easy to use. In addition, both of these straps can be used with a charging station from BOBOVR that can charge both your headset and your battery pack at the same time, which is super handy. If you're using either one of the BOBOVR head straps, I would say that getting this charging station is a must, but in this review, I'm going to focus on the comfort of this new BOBOVR M1 Pro head strap compared to other elite type battery straps. As always, if you enjoy fun and informative videos like this one, hit that like button and subscribe to DiscoVR to see more. And now, if you're ready, let's go! What the heck is this? If you have trypophobia, then you're in trouble because this little thing can trigger the heck out of it. This is a strange rubbery padding that you get with your M1 Pro strap. Honestly, it's just so weird. So I have some theories why they would choose to have this strange rubbery padding rather than the traditional with the synthetic leather. Some reviewers have suggested that maybe this design was introduced to prevent the sweat from soaking in, but I really don't think that you have that much sweat on the back of your head while playing games, and even if you do, you probably would be able to get rid of it just by wiping the synthetic leather. If anything, it's probably harder to clean this rubbery padding from sweat. What I think the main reason is, if you're bending it like this, it does not leave any permanent crests on it. It keeps staying in the same position. But if you look at this synthetic one, then you will see that if you're bending it, there are crests that are forming in specific fixed positions, and they do not go away really, especially now that I've been using this for so long. Those places will get thinner and eventually it will not be able to provide you as much support as it did at the beginning. But with this one, it's probably not going to happen because as far as I can see, it's coming back instantly. It's very jumpy, very gummy, so it looks like it's going to maintain the shape no matter how long you use it. But another thing to note is that it's thinner than the padding that came with M2 Pro strap. The M2 strap padding is double the thickness of this padding that came in M1 strap. And also because it's so rubbery, it has a good grip, and whether or not it actually works on long hair, we're gonna have to check, because I'm assuming if you don't have a lot of hair there, it might grip to your skin, but if there is hair, if it's going to help, we're just gonna have to test it. This head strap is one of very few head straps that actually has this bent elbow in the middle, and that is of course very similar design to halo strap that also has an elbow here, but in this case it is actually functional, because without this elbow it would be very hard for you to find the right position on your head. But in case of the M1 head strap, this might be kind of an issue. The construction of the Elite strap relies on the fact that you tighten up this knob and pressing the top of the headset to your face like this. right. If it moves around, it's a little bit loose, so you can move around relatively easily. Then it might mess with the comfort. We are going to compare this head strap to the Elite strap. It has exactly the same construction, right? It's the Elite type that presses Quest 2 to your face, and it has the battery on the back. I also want to mention that Obica sells almost the exact copy of the official Elite strap, but for much cheaper, and I compared those two head straps in my other video review. So if you're interested in the Elite strap similar to the official one, before spending all your money on it, go and check out Obica battery head strap. The comfort of these two head straps is exactly the same, but just because the Elite strap is a little bit more common because it's the official head strap, I am going to compare BOBOVR to the official Elite battery strap. In terms of the weight, I think that the BOBOVR head strap is just a little bit heavier than the Elite strap, but not by much. And also it doesn't really matter that much, especially because if the weight is on the back of the headset, it's a good thing because it may counterbalance the headset a little bit more. As you notice, this top strap is also quite thicker. I don't know if this is going to change anything in terms of comfort, but there's just something to notice. Okay, so a few things to note right off the bat. Coming from someone with long hair, I do not notice any difference in the gripping. I think that it's just sliding on my hair, and my hair doesn't get caught in it, but it also doesn't contribute to the security at all. Also, as I thought, the thickness of the top strap doesn't really matter, and it doesn't affect the comfort in any noticeable way for me. And here again is the thing that makes me think about the official Elite strap and why I like it better. Right here on the back, I can actually fit my finger underneath the padding, which means that it doesn't stay on my head the way it's supposed to. It doesn't hug it, only touches the top of my head. So in order to make the whole padding touch my head, I will need to fix it by moving the back part of my head strap higher on my head so that the entire back padding touches my head. And then I'll need to secure my top strap. It feels quite weird, to be honest. It doesn't feel like it's supposed to be that way. Even though in this position it does hug my head completely, it just feels like it's way higher than its intended position. It feels more comfortable when it's lower, but at the same time when it's lower, pressure point is at the top of the padding instead of the entire padding, which would make it more comfortable. As opposed to that, the Elite strap hugs the entire head and follows the contours of your head, and that's why the pressure is distributed more evenly, so I don't find it as comfortable as the Elite strap. And you might be asking me, why is this so different? This is exactly the same shape as the Halo type strap has as well, but I think that the main reason is, again, in the construction. When it's a Halo type strap, it sits on top of your head and it doesn't need to be pressed to your face so much. In terms of the Elite strap, I think that it's very important because your headset is literally being pressed to your face and it needs to have a very good pressure back in the opposite direction of it. So if it goes a little bit higher or lower, it's not as effective. And at the same time, it needs to cover your head just like this. All the padding needs to touch your head. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't feel as comfortable. And I don't think that it happens with this strap because I keep feeling more pressure here on this top one. And the bottom one, my finger will fit between the padding and my head, and I don't think that it's supposed to happen. Now I want you to remember that this is a very subjective kind of point because I'm talking about the shape of my head a lot here, and that's something that may be different for different people. So if your head construction is different, which of course it is, then your comfort level might be different as well. My personal opinion is that the Elite strap is more comfortable for me, but at the same time it is a cheaper solution for you and it has a very nice battery design. And if you absolutely don't like the Halo type design and you want something better, I mean, the Elite strap from BOBOVR is not bad. I'm being picky because I'm always trying to find the best, and currently I just think that it's not the best, but it's still pretty good. The Elite strap would be the top comfort for me, but this would be a very close second. However, still, if I were to choose just based on the comfort between BOBOVR M1 and BOBOVR M2, without a doubt, I would choose BOBOVR M2 Pro. And this is it for today's review. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this new M1 Pro strap from BOBOVR. And don't forget to subscribe to Disco VR if you haven't already for more fun and informative VR content. A huge thank you goes to my patrons. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting the channel. And if you would like to support the channel as well, you can follow the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, friends. Stay safe, and as always, happy gaming.